Vegas Scoreboard Express, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 6 on AM 1400 KSHP North Las Vegas. Online at KSHP.com.
Keep it locked with your boy on the ones and twos. Going in on the wheels of steel.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball. That's the choice. This is it.
The cocaine and the crack.
They don't sound the same to me.
There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from.
Vegas scoreboard with rainbow.
That's how I'm living.
That's how we do it.
That's just the way it is. That's the reason why I came to you.
Drink and women and money.
Waking you up this Saturday morning here in Las Vegas and around the world. Thank you guys for tuning in. JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Back at you live here on 107.1 FM and AM 1400 KSHP here in Las Vegas, and also on TuneIn, Spotify, and around the world on jbtheticket.com. Going to be talking some college football today. Got some NFL games on the line today as well. Happy holidays, Christmas weekend for everybody. It has been a very, very eventful, if you will, sports season. College football has had some changes as far as the NIL, as far as players, skipping out on bowl games and different things like that. We're going to be talking about it with my main man, Ronnie B., Las Vegas, Chief Handicapper, jbtheticket.com. He's going to be on the show this morning with us. Again, happy holidays to everybody out there rocking and rolling, doing what they got to do for their families and to try to get this Christmas season going. So what I'm going to do is take a short commercial break, and when I get back, I'm going to go over some early lines for you. College football today. Again, got a couple of bowl games on the line. We are looking at the Birmingham Bowl, Troy versus Duke, the Camellia Bowl, Arkansas State, Northern Illinois, and then the boys at James Madison. They got their appeal through, going up against Air Force in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Georgia State, Utah State, and the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. So there are quite a few games to bet on, and we're going to be talking about them. You guys want to keep it locked here with your main man, JB the Ticket. Follow me on Instagram at JB the Ticket, and go to my website, jbtheticket.com, and VegasScoreboardExpress.com. I have some great deals for this holiday weekend. You guys are going to definitely want to be able to get some gifts for your friends and family. Got stuff from Fanatics, Game Time on there for you, Fubo TV. I've also got some cool offers from the golf store, EPNY Golf. So just a lot of different things that you can save money on and get some great gifts for your family. So when I get back from this short commercial break, we're going to jump into it, and then I'm going to bring him on the big board with us, Ronnie B. You guys keep it locked here with me. Let's get the money this morning.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball. JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
Kick off the football season with Drizzly.com. Score big with your favorite drinks delivered right to your doorstep. From ice cold brews to game day cocktails, we've got the perfect lineup for your football gatherings. Visit VegasScoreboardExpress.com and click the Drizzly. Now let's get the party started. Drink responsibly. Must be of legal drinking age. Delivery and availability may vary. Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Jumpers Jungle Family Fun Center is an indoor children's jump and party space in Las Vegas, located at 2050 South Rainbow Boulevard. Kids of all ages can come and jump on our bouncers, race through the obstacle courses, speed down the mega slides, slam dunk into the basketball hoops, and much more. Are you looking for that perfect birthday party venue? Look no further. Jumpers Jungle has a party package that will fit your needs. Check out the open play schedule online at jumpersjungle.com or call 702-463-JUMP. It's time to jump your way to fun at Jumpers Jungle on the corner of Oakey and Rainbow.
Yo, you in the mix. World's finest, man.
And I had to come to him.
The DJ keeping the party going. The DJ keeping the party going all night long. You're listening to the boss of the big four, JP the Tech Head. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that.
When I'm getting better,
Back on the line with you, JP the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express, waking you up early in the morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., right here on KSHP 107.1 FM. Got some news for you in January. Once the end of the college football bowl season is changing, we're going to be moving to a new time. People getting ready for a little bit of basketball season, the end of the pro football season. Going to be coming on from 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, so you guys are going to want to lock that in on your clocks with you each and every weekend. So going to talk a little bit of NFL today. The season is coming to a close in a couple of weeks. Week 16 in the NFL. We got some Saturday games here today. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. These guys are at 8-6. Slow total today. There's some storms over on the East Coast going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. These guys are plus 2.5. Going to be talking a little bit about the backup quarterback situation in the NFL. That has been the key for handicappers this year, to kind of look at depth charts. And I think that's going to be something that you have to look at also going into the playoffs and maybe even next season. Quite a few changes in quarterback play. A lot of the mobile quarterbacks, we haven't really seen them come into the league in the past couple of years. A lot of disappointments from top draft picks. You even got C.J. Stroud. He's going to be injured this week, so he's not going to be on the line. So it has been a trying time for sports bettors. But here at Vegas Scoreboard Express, our goal is to show you where the cash is at and help you put it in your pocket. So another game that we have on the line today, Bills and the Chargers. Buffalo Bills 8-6, but a surging 8-6. These guys have been coming on as of late, playing well. Josh Allen has really put the team on his back and trying to get these guys over the hump in the AFC. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Chargers, again, they fired their head coach, Coach Daly. He's already out of there. And when you look at it from the offensive standpoint of the game, you also don't have Justin Herbert. So another backup quarterback round robin in that particular game. A lot of people are saying that the Chargers at plus 12 don't have a chance to cover that total of 44 as well. So we'll get into some specifics and start breaking that down with you. But to get started today, college football Saturday, one of the last ones of the year. Final college, well, not the final college football Saturday. We got another one coming up for you on the 30th. But when you talk about it from the perspective of the college football bowl games, they've been exciting. Okay. A lot of second string guys getting a chance to get out there, but there's been a theme going with these top players bowing out, costing bettors money. Fans are not happy about it. Conferences aren't happy about it. Also, some news down south. The Florida State Seminoles have sued the ACC. Who told you about it first? I told you guys 3-4 weeks ago when they were putting this thing together and the conference championships were getting taken care of, that the ACC, no matter if they went undefeated, most likely wouldn't be included in the college football playoff, simply because the ACC is not a respected college football conference. So I'm assuming that with the inclusion of Cal and some of these Pac-12 teams that are coming into the ACC, that Florida State is looking to jump the conference. You know, the SEC is right there. They should do a flip-flop, like I said before. Trade Vanderbilt for FSU. Vanderbilt would do a lot better in the ACC. I mean, they have been perennial doormats in the SEC for I don't know how long. It's time for them to make a change. But when I get back from this short commercial break, I'm going to be bringing him on the line with us, Ronnie B, Chief Handicapper at jbtheticket.com. You guys can go over to my website, jbtheticket.com, pick up his weekend package, $19.99, people. I've got a professional weekend package for you, including all the picks from the VSX handicappers and contributors. Talking about my main man, Troy West. Want to give him a shout out. Shout out to my guy, Ron, Third Down. Best Bets as well, still on sabbatical. Hopefully have him back before the start of the New Year's Eve college football bowl season. Again, the big games are coming up. Alabama versus Texas, and Washington is going to be taking on Michigan. So there's just it's Michigan. Hold on one second here. Let me take a look at that. Just big-time college football that we've got to get straightened out. And again, the New Year's Eve games are going to be on Fubo TV. That's right, FuboTV.com. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. That's going to put you where you want to be to keep the cash in your pocket. So again, when I get back from this short commercial break, let's take a look at it. Let's see where the money is going to be. That's right, January 1st, Washington versus Texas, and then Michigan versus Alabama. Had to make that correction for you. Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, that's Washington, Texas, and the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, Michigan versus Alabama. So when I get back from this short commercial break, guys, grab your bankroll. Ronnie B is going to be here. Going to give you a quick rundown of the Saturday games, some final opinions on what we think is going to happen early with that college football playoff. You guys are going to want to get those tickets, so keep it locked here with me, your boy JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. We're doing one thing this morning. We're getting the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big four, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you that grease.
For the grinders who rise before the sun, the predators who stalk the odds, the winners who demand an edge.
You're listening to the boss of the big four, JB the Ticket.
Listen every weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to Vegas Scoreboard Express live on KSHP 107.1 FM and AM 1400 as I unleash a barrage of insightful analysis, expert predictions, and winning strategies from the sharpest minds in sports betting to get your money back from the sports books. Go to jbtheticket.com and tune in to KSHP this weekend, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to win with the Sharps. JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. All money, all sports, no bull. Missed the live show? Subscribe to Vegas Scoreboard Express on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, and wherever you enjoy your favorite podcast and radio listening. Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
The best choice for convenience, comfort, and value, My Place hotels are ideal for both short-term and long-term travelers. The rooms at My Place features pillow-top mattresses, microfiber bedding, and a variety of soft and firm pillows. All extended stay rooms offer their own kitchen, which includes a full-size refrigerator and a cooktop. On-site laundry facilities are also available for extended stays at pet-friendly My Place hotels. Book your stays online at myplacehotels.com. My Place Hotels, St. George and West Jordan, Utah. Make My Place your place.
More fire, more heat. You're listening to the boss of the big four, JB the Ticket, giving you that grease. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Always spitting that explosive fire.
Back at you live, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Got him on the line with me. My main man, Ronnie B, Chief Handicapper for JBTheTicket.com. He has been on a tear, picking 63% over the past week in all sports. Good morning to you, Ronnie B. Happy holidays. How's everything going?
Good morning, JP. Just getting over a little cold, but the holidays are here.
That's right. The holidays are here. Vegas Scoreboard Express, VSX Digital Sports Networks. You guys can check out some of the great deals over at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Again, to each and everybody out there that is tuned in this morning and listening to us. Again, you guys are going to want to stay tuned. We're giving you the grease, breaking it down for the college football and the 2 NFL games that we have on the line today for the bettors. So, Ronnie, let's talk a little bit about some college football things that have been going on over the past couple of weeks. The players are entering the transfer portal early, changing the dynamics of a lot of the offenses, defenses, the line, the way things have been kind of going is that handicapping a lot of these games has been somewhat more difficult. And the reason being, in my opinion, is when you have players who have decided that they're going to move on from their school and doing it before the official end of the season, I think that's something that is a new phenomenon. We haven't seen that because the old rule was that if you transferred, you had to sit out a year. But with the changes during the pandemic and the changes to the NIL rules and allowing players to kind of move around and get some cash in their pocket, going forward for the bowl games, a lot of starting quarterbacks have changed. Again, skill position players. The offensive line for one team, I think, I can't even remember. I think they all transferred, so that was a little bit confusing. But again, in this new college football landscape, is the regular season where the bettors are going to be able to make their more money? And is the bowl season now going to be going back to what we like to call in our business the degenerates, the people who are going to gamble and bet on just about anything they can find, simply because that's just what they do? But from a sharp bettor's perspective, how can you expect to handicap a team the entire season, and then when we get to the postseason, we get to the bowl games? Again, we talked a lot about it today in the Camellia Bowl. You got 2 6-6 teams, Arkansas State, Northern Illinois. They really got to change that to make it bowl eligible. You got to win at least 8 games. I mean, there's enough games on the schedule where that would be possible. But, you know, marketing say you. Going into that concept, though, if you're going to continue with these 40, 50 bowl games or whatever it may be, should there be a mandate at this point to say, look, if at the end of the regular season you're going to transfer, it has to be when your team's final game is, not necessarily when the regular season ends and you're skipping the bowl game. But go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, I agree, JB. It's very hard to handicap these games when you're basing everything on the regular season. The merry-go-round now is, what players are getting off the ride, and you don't know what the team's going to do with the star player not in the lineup. You don't know if the backup's going to emerge. The money is being passed around, so obviously things are going to change. Hopefully they come back with some rules and regulations that control, like you said, that maybe you can move the portal after the bowl games so everything isn't kosher. I understand some of the seniors that don't want to play the final game to risk injury going into a contract in the NFL. That I understand.
And that's the one thing I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, just to stop you on that point. So many of these young men now coming out of college have this mentality that I'm going to save my body for the NFL. Look, guys, there's no guarantee you're going to get drafted. There's no guarantee you'll be picked up as an undrafted free agent. You'll probably end up in some arena league or another league. Again, not to knock those guys, but the concept behind, if you are a top player, okay, in your mind, even from the evaluator's mind, and you skip a team bowl game, I say appear in the game, play a few snaps. I know every snap is dangerous, but the concept of I'm not going to play because of possible injury to go to the next level, I saw that more in the all-star games, okay? But now with college football, Matt Rule, the head coach of Nebraska, was talking about the money coming in for top recruits. Transfer portal guys are taking over for normally what would be a 5-star recruit's place. You're just bringing a guy in. The success we've seen with that, with Michael Penix Jr. moving along from Indiana and then coming out to Washington. When you see those type of things, also Jalen Daniels from ASU, Arizona State, down to LSU, Louisiana State, winning the Heisman. I think we're going to see more of this from the kids that are out there playing. But from a coaching perspective, how do you think this is going to affect the head coaches? Because normally when players start to move, we saw that happen in the past. If a coach left the university, a player would decommit and try to follow that coach if it was available to him. Now with the head coaches having to essentially coach second and third string guys in that bowl game that they use to try to recruit players. We always go to a bowl game. We always competitive. Now seeing that, do you think that's going to be a selling point that's going to be able to move the needle as far as recruiting going forward? And from a sports betting perspective, again, should we just put more onus on the regular season and then kind of hang it up and look to some other sports to supplement our betting? Because some of the things that I'm seeing as far as some of the lines, the structure, I mean, 90% of the teams that are playing today have a 500 record. For example, Arkansas State, talking about them, total is 54.5 going up against Northern Illinois in the Camellia Bowl. This one's down in Montgomery, Alabama, plus 2.5 for Northern Illinois. Now, when you talk about it from a sports betting perspective, you look at this game and you say to yourself, well, you've got two teams that are coming in. Rotation number 223, Arkansas State, minus 2.5. I think these guys are Sun Belt or something like that. Minus 145 on the money line. Total of 54, but you got Northern Illinois coming in here at plus 2.5, even money on the spread, plus 125. But as I said before, both of the teams are 6-6, and now you're going to have possibly second and third string guys. How would you bet this? Are you just going to say bet the dog on a round robin across the board and see if anything comes up, or are you going to try to move sharp on something like this? Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you, again, going back to what you had said earlier about the bowl games, if you're a degenerate, you're going to wake up and want to bet every game. I'm not classifying myself as that, so this game here is something I'd probably just take a look at and watch for entertainment value. But it's too hard to find out anything about these teams, who's staying, I'm looking at the injury report now, and there's questionables. 5-6 guys are out for Northern Illinois. So, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. Arkansas State's got 4 guys out. It's very hard to handicap a one playoff with teams that are from different conferences. It's very difficult.
Right.
With the merry-go-round of money. You know, like you said, the coaches are leaving. They're going for money and different contracts. The players are leaving. They're sitting out. It's a very difficult time of year with the bowl. I remember back in the day, the bowl games, you know, you had a dozen bowl games and they were all quality games.
Right. Champions of conferences, high-level performers in the AP and the coaches poll. And now when you talk about money, marketing, TV rights, I would rather take 2 8-6 teams as opposed to 2 6-6 teams. And again, that's just me. I thought a bowl eligibility for many years was a minimum of 7 games. I don't know if this has changed or not, but for sports betting, and that's what this show is about, we're trying to look out for the sports bettors. When you look at it from that perspective, again, going back to what you were saying, Ronnie, it is hard to look at these games. It's a late non-conference game, which is essentially where we make our money early in the season. We handicap the spring ball, looking at the starters, those starting injury reports, guys who are poised for the Heisman, and we make things go accordingly. Towards the end of the season, you got a whole different football team.
Yeah.
To say the least, in college football, that is seemingly a college football thing. You don't even see too much activity in the NFL. You know, we got 2 games on deck today. Again, watch these games on Fubo TV, FuboTV.com/JB, giving you 15% off, 7 days free. You just need a credit or debit card number to sign up, and you can cancel at any time. But you wouldn't want to do that because it's cheaper than cable and it's going to save you money. But as I was just saying, the NFL hasn't been that active in the free agency market, and you know a lot of teams like to try to shore up their rosters going into the playoff push. But again, a lot of the NFL already had to make a lot of moves early in the season with quarterbacks going down, the first one being Aaron Rodgers. And then on and on and on down the list, each and every team, I think 26 out of the 32 teams are not with their starting quarterback on the roster, the QB1. So again, going back to college football, have another game today, 9 o'clock, this one. Duke, a rotation number 221, ACC school, +7 on the point spread, +225 on the money line, going up against a very strong team in the Troy Trojans. They're a team from down south in Alabama. This used to always be a team that would get me money because the Troy kids were kind of cast offs from Auburn, University of Alabama, and the like, and they played well. A lot of them were able to go to the next level and play. But when you talk about it again with this realignment of college football, Duke coming into this game with a pretty much pedestrian record, 7-5. Troy, however, is 11-2. And with Troy getting a touchdown on this game, even though it's ACC versus, I don't even know what conference Troy is in. I think are they in the Sun Belt? Yeah, Sun Belt Conference. Yep, they're in the Sun Belt. 11-2 Sun Belt Conference, 7-4 ACC Conference. I'm liking the Sun Belt here today. Just go ahead and take Troy. If you want to maybe buy that down to a -3, give yourself a little bit of a cushion, that's a great possibility. But the Troy Trojans have the type of record that we like to see in a bowl game at 11-2. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe this game might be a little entertaining, but I think you're missing a couple players as well with the portal. I think you might have a coaching rotation as well. I'm not sure. I'm on the other side, though, if I had to play this, JB. I kind of like Duke with the points. I think they have a very good defense that'll show up. And I think it should be an entertaining game, though, based on the card I'm looking at today. This one might be enjoyable.
Might be enjoyable. Again, two quality teams. You said, Troy, you don't know who's going to be coming in for them. So when you look at it from that perspective, you do like the dog. Let's move down to another game again today. You got the James Madison Dukes going up against the Air Force Academy. These guys are going to be in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. James Madison, they finished out the season number 24 in the top 25. Congratulations to them. Their dogs today, +1.5 at Air Force. Air Force, we thought was going to be the top team in the Mountain West. Kind of slipped up there at the end. But they've got the type of record that I like, 8-4. So in my opinion, they're VSX bowl eligible. Total is 40.5. This one, a shout out to my main man here in Las Vegas, Lee Ernstein. He was been knocking down my door all week talking about this game, how to handicap it. The line opened at 3. Now it's down to 1.5. Total 40.5. I like James Madison here, more of a complete football team. A lot of people are saying, though, they may have problems defending that triple option. What are your thoughts, Ronnie B? Go ahead.
Well, again, here I think we have a coaching staff that's dismantled. And some players that went into the portal as well. And we know on the Air Force side that nobody can leave and nobody's left. So I'm gonna lean with the points in the academy here. The line dropped from 3 to 1.5, so the money is coming in on Air Force. And if I had to bet the game, which I don't, I would lean Air Force.
He's telling you go with the Service Academy because of the transfer portal. A lot of these guys are changing schools, but one of the things that I am hearing in regards to the service academies as well is they're going for the money too, but in a different way. These guys are taking their military commissions early, and again, we shout them out for that. They're serving the nation. Okay, but there are some players at the service academies who are opting out of these bowl games and opting out of, they can't really go to the portal. They can technically, but many of them are opting to go into that armed forces portal. So shout out to those young men for making that decision. But that also affects the spread. And when you look at it from that perspective, if you're taking your officer commission early, if you're a service academy kid, rather than go ahead and play, allowing some of these other kids on their backup side to step up, I think because of the system, I'll have to agree with you here. I like James Madison for what they have brought to the table. And do I think they can maybe get you that tight 1.5 spread? Yes. But when you're saying they've got kids coming out of the transfer portal early, coaching changes, I got to go with the stability stalwart here. Let's move to another game, Ronnie, that we were talking about over the last couple of weeks, because this has been a very, very resilient team. These young men have overcome a lot. Let's talk a little bit about Northwestern. Rotation number 232. Their dogs today +6.5 going up against the Pac-12 stalwart. Had a good season at 8-4, talking about those Utah Utes. Okay, now Utah, they've had quarterback issues. They've had a backup quarterback. But when you look at this roster, Ronnie, what do you see? 2 top Power 5 schools. Are we looking at backups on this particular roster as well? Because the team for Northwestern that got the 7-5 and the team for Utah that got the 8-4, I've also heard some rumors about key players transferring out. But what are your news and thoughts on this one? Go ahead.
Well, I looked at this game. I think it'll be a competitive game. Both teams are pretty balanced on both sides of the ball, and it's not superstars with any outstanding players, but the defenses are both stacked pretty good. I am going to play this game myself personally. I'm going to play the under. I think it's down to 40.5. And I do like both defenses standing up today.
And this is the Las Vegas Bowl, guys, out here in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. I'm talking about the Las Vegas Bowl. Now, quarterback Bryson Barnes is set to start for Utah, but the program knows he's leaving. He's also entered to transfer portal. So even though he's entered the transfer portal, he has chosen to not do it until after the season, so he's not coming back. With that being the thought process, maybe does Utah come into this game and just say, look, we're going to win this game. Let's blow out Northwestern. We don't know what we're going to see from Northwestern as far as their backups and guys changing, but at the same time, an interim head coach for Northwestern. You got Northwestern, David Braun, after the issue they had with their hazing scandal earlier on in the season. He's trying to get rid of that interim title. So they're playing, or essentially he's coaching for his job. So when you go from that perspective at 6.5, do you think Northwestern could be a dog barking at Allegiant today? Go ahead.
Well, I kind of agree with what you're saying. The quarterback for Utah is going to play. I think the team will be excited for that, and I think they're going to come in, especially in the Vegas Stadium, going to look for enjoyment out of the game. But it'll be competitive, but that's why I'm going with the total. I think Utah is the better team of the two. But I don't think they're going to blow them out. I think they'll cover the 6.5, but it's like a 10-point game. I'm looking at like 21-10.
21-10. You know what time it is. My main man, Ronnie B. Vegas Scoreboard Express, JBTheTicket.com, Chief Handicapper. Ronnie, you stay on the line with me. When I come back, I've got some people knocking on the big board door. My main man, Mark Hayes, Station Director here at KSHP. He's going to be breaking down some more information about this Las Vegas Bowl. We're going to talk a little bit of NFL today. Again, he's got some kids over at Utah, so he might be able to give you some grease about what they are seeing there. Again, VegasScoreboardExpress.com. All your holiday deals are available to you. Just scroll through, click the links. All secure, all money, all sports, no bull. Follow me on Instagram at JBTheTicket. Again, shout out to my main man, Ron Third Down, Best Bets. Linwood, Hard Rock, Hamilton, Defender of the Youth. Scotty, Beam 'em Up Webb, Jeff Dawson, Rodney Newple, the Noob Sports guys, all the contributors that made the show a fabulous show this year. Shout out to Ari, Spears and Steinberg podcast. You guys are going to want to check that out when you have an hour to get some information when you're at work and just have a good laugh. They talk about a lot of current events, and they do it in a way that is absolutely hilarious. Again, Spears and Steinberg podcast. So, Ronnie, any shout-outs? I'll take this short commercial break and bring him on, talking about my main man, Mark Hayes. Go ahead.
It's a holiday season. Everybody be safe on your travels out there today, and let's get some winners over the weekend.
Definitely got to get some winners, pay for those credit card bills for those Christmas gifts, and to pay for some cookies to leave for Santa. When we get back, more grease. Keep it locked. Let's get the money.
You're listening to the Ball. JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Vegas Scoreboard Express, Saturday and Sunday morning at 6 on KSHP North Las Vegas, FM, AM, K2.6HP North Las Vegas, and KSHP.com.
Shopping is always easy with the Radio Shopping Show. Whether it's shopping during any one of our live shows right here on AM 1400 or listening live on the KSHP app, you can always call in at 702-221-7283 to pick up great deals with your favorite host. Or shop 24/7 at KSHP.com. Go to KSHP.com and select Shopper's Guide to browse hundreds of businesses featured on the show. Place your order online and we'll have it shipped right to your front door. With so many possibilities, it's hard not to shop.
You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network.
More fire, more heat.
This next is real.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball.
Vegas Scoreboard Express.
Back at you live, JP the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Got him on the line with me, my main man, Mark Hayes, station director here at KSHP.com, former UNLV DP. We're going to be talking about this Las Vegas Bowl, and of course, I still got him on the line with me, Ronnie B, chief handicapper at Vegas Scoreboard Express and JPTheTicket.com. Again, Mark, good morning to you. So glad you could stop by the big board today. We're here to talk about it, man. The changes in college football, they are affecting the bowl games. The Las Vegas Bowl here today. Get your tickets over at KSHP.com. Mark Hayes running that shopping show. Hopefully you guys took advantage of those UNLV men's basketball tickets, season ticket deals that he has available. Unfortunately, they beat my old alma mater, Hofstra, this past week. But shout out to the UNLV Running Rebels basketball team. We'll be covering you guys shortly once we get over this football. But let's talk about it because this entire huge team, Northwestern team, players entering the transfer portal, preparing for the NFL draft. Mark, you've been there. You know about it. Let's talk about it. Again, the Las Vegas Bowl, Utah at Northwestern. They're saying that Utah is coming in here as the favorite, but with Northwestern being a touchdown dog, how can you handicap this game? You got 7-5 for Northwestern, 8-4 is the record for Utah, but Utah's entire superstar crew has entered the portal or the draft process. How can you make some money today, Mark? Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, JB. They should change this name, this bowl game, to the Adversity Bowl. One thing that's happened with these two teams that nobody's talking about is Utah had 13 starters injured throughout the season. They're down to their fifth string quarterback. That's not even including the transfer portal. This team is 2-3 in the last 5 games for Utah. Now we flip over to Northwestern. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games. They also have dealt with some adversity as coaching change. Coach Fitzgerald gets fired in July. Coach Brom, who was hired in January of this year, becomes the head coach. He leads this team to a 7-5 record after winning 1 game last year. He's only been the head coach for 9 months. He was the original supposed to be the defensive coordinator. So this is a real tough game to handicap as far as that many points. I got to tell you something, JB. When I look at both of these two teams, I think that Northwestern has a slight edge. Even though Utah has been here the last couple of years for the Pac-12 championship, I still think Northwestern has a slight edge, especially with that 7. And I think they get inside that number. The game, it's just going to be which team is going to prevail. But I think Northwestern gets inside that number just because of the things that this Coach Brom has done. He took this program and turned it from a 1-11 team to a bowl game, and they took the interim tag off his chest. Now he's the head coach permanently.
There you go.
Northwestern team, they went 4-1 in the Big Ten in the last 5 games.
There you go. Now talking about this total here, Ronnie B was breaking it down, a 41.5. Do you think this total goes over easy? Allegiant seems to be a place that the young men like to put up some points. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a low number, but it's also it's a grab me number. Take the under and it goes over, but both of these teams can score some points.
Right.
Utah is playing with their fifth string quarterback. I'm not sure who's going to play for Utah. But I know Northwestern, two things, JB. They didn't lose a lot of kids, starters in the transfer portal, and this team is playing with a lot of momentum right now. They could come out here and have a game where they put up 30 points. Utah put up 30 points, and we got 60 points scored in the total.
Right. I'm liking it. Talking about the Las Vegas Bowl. You guys can check it out. Ronnie B, you still on the line with me? Go ahead.
I'm here, JB.
All right. One more thing about that total, Ronnie B, that I'm going to take a short commercial break and bring him on because he's knocking at the big board. I'm talking about my main man, Troy West from TroyWins.com. He's going to jump in the conversation with us the last 15 minutes of the show here. An interesting game, Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, rotation number 223, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. They had some coaching issues, took a picture with the dance team, I had to flex a little bit. But we're looking at these guys going up against the San Jose State Spartans, a team from the Mountain West that was very tough. They beat UNLV, 7-5 records, identical for both of these teams. Rotation number 234, San Jose State, -9, an odd number, a wild number. This is one I think I'm going to have to tweak a little bit with some point buying, but I like San Jose State here. Go ahead, Ronnie B.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you with this one with San Jose State. I think they're going to come out firing the ball, and I think Coastal Carolina's got some attitude issues with their players and coaches, so I'm going the same way with you on this one.
I'm liking it. And then Mark Hayes, before we take this short commercial break, talking about that Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. You think Coastal Carolina can get over that little photo mishap and get inside of that 9.5, or is San Jose State going to come out and put another bowl game trophy in their case? Go ahead.
Well, they're a Mountain West team. 9.5 is a lot of points in a bowl game. Coastal Carolina did lose their starting quarterback, McCall. So who's going to be the quarterback for Coastal Carolina is really going to make the difference in this game. We know who the quarterback is for San Jose State. So
Cordero getting it done.
Win this by 2 touchdowns.
Right. Win it by 2 touchdowns. I like the chances of the guy's quarterback, Chevin Cordero. He grew up in Honolulu. He's going to be coming home to show up and show out. Take the San Jose State Spartans. If you're scared, buy them down 2 points. But when I get back from this short commercial break, I'm bringing him on. Troy West from TroyWins.com. You guys keep it locked here. Trying to give you guys some great holiday picks to put some cash in your pocket and help alleviate those credit card bills. You keep it locked here with me, JB the Ticket and Vegas Scoreboard Express. We're going to help you get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big board, JB the Ticket.
The Klondike Casino is a friendly local spot that features their signature restaurant, the Klondike Grill, serving up fresh food fast. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner just off the 95 freeway on Sunset Road in Henderson. You will find the Klondike Casino, featuring all your favorite games from the Strip in the comfort of a neighborhood casino. You can place a bet at their full-service sportsbook, or start your day with a breakfast plate that comes with your choice of potato and toast. Or check us out for lunch or dinner and try one of our many sandwiches, like the popular beer-battered fish sandwich or the Philly cheesesteak. Check out the full menu at KlondikeSunset.com.
Skip your cable bill this month and join the action with JB and Fubo TV. Get 7 days free, 15% off your first month. No credit check, no deposit, no installation hassle. Go to FuboTV.com/JB. Sign up, download the app, and start watching games.
Enjoy being a subscriber after the first month. Easy cancellation anytime. Regional restrictions apply. Sign up at VegasScoreboardExpress.com.
Back at you live, JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express, giving you the grease. JB. Got him on the line with me, my main man, Troy West from TroyWins.com. Good morning, Troy. How you doing?
How we doing, JB? How we doing, guys? How's Las Vegas?
Las Vegas is doing good. So glad to have you back on the line with me here. Happy holidays to you. Been waking folks up early this morning. That's right. Merry Christmas. Giving you guys the picks to put the cash in your pocket. It is college football bowl week. Tons of bowls on the line today. Got the Utah Bowl out here in Las Vegas. Well, the Las Vegas Bowl, Utah going up against Northwestern. A lot of people are liking the Northwestern Wildcats here. Talking about these games again, Troy, what have you seen over the past couple of days from your betting line? We know you're a professional handicapper. Again, guys, go to TroyWins.com. He's picking 63% as well. because, again, when you pick winners, your winning percentage is kind of across the board. Him and Ronnie B are one of the best. Ronnie B, you still there?
I'm still here, JB.
And, of course, Mark Hayes over from KSHP.com. Check out that radio shopping show, too, guys. He's going to have some deals next week after Christmas sales, blowout sales. You guys can do a lot of cool stuff here in Vegas, living large for less. So talking about that bowl game, back to you, Troy West. When you see the changes, transfer portal, guys skipping the game, not even looking to even try to play, trying to go get a bigger paycheck, has that affected your handicapping at all? Go ahead.
Oh, absolutely, especially in this one. This one we've had circled for a while. Utah's going to be down to their fourth-string quarterback, so you can imagine how much they're going to be running the football. They got a guy that has not played a snap all year long. So believe it or not, JB, I think Utah still could be a decent pick. I'm going under 42 in this one. I just think Utah's defense still is outstanding, and a lot of their good players are still playing on the defensive side of the ball. Kyle Whittingham's a fantastic coach. I think it's going to be a underfest in this one. A lot of running the football, a lot of punts, a lot of field position. I like under 42.
Under 42. Troy West is telling you to take the under 42 in this game. Guys, let's jump into the NFL action today. Again, being brought to you by FuboTV.com. You can check out the rest of those college football picks, jbtheticket.com. Go to Ronnie B's package. If you don't like what he's offering to you, go over to TroyWins.com. He's got packages for you, but I'm telling you what, either way you go, you're going to win money. Troy, I think you are at what, $19.99 as well? You guys are saving people a ton of money. $20 can put thousands in your pocket today, people. Okay? Skip that case of beer and spend it over here. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays around the world. But let's talk about this opportunity here in the NFL today. Rotation number 453, the Cincinnati Bengals. -3, -155 on the money line. I'm going to jump over to you, Mark Hayes. The total is 38. The Pittsburgh Steelers, you warned me about them earlier on in the year. I didn't listen to you. I've been paying the price all season long, but they are a home dog today that I think could be barking. I mentioned it over the past few weeks. People didn't think that it was be a possibility, but Mike Tomlin, there's been some rumors that he may be on his way out. At +135, do you think this is the win for my job game that can put that +135 in your pocket? Total 38. Mark Hayes, will go to you, and then we'll go over to Ronnie B, and then Troy wins. Go ahead.
Nope, JB. I don't have no confidence in Mike Tomlin. I think he's lost the locker room. And they're starting Mason Rudolph, who hasn't played at all this season, hasn't played much at all in his career. I just have no faith in Mason Rudolph. I don't have no faith in what Mike Tomlin is doing as far as the players. He's lost the locker room. And Cincinnati is rolling right now. This is always two teams that play tough against one another. Jake Browning has stepped in for Burrow and done a wonderful job 3 games in a row. I think Cincinnati keeps rolling right into the playoffs. And Mason Rudolph, he's going to be the fall guy down there in Pittsburgh now since they benched Trubisky.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky. Terrible.
This is not a job game. Keep your job or not. I don't think Mike Tomlin's returned.
Man, he's saying he's already going to be getting sent out. I warned folks that could possibly happen. Ronnie B, Cincinnati today, -3 on the road, a soggy field in Pittsburgh. The total is 38. Are we going to see 3 yards in a big puddle of mud, or are the backup quarterbacks for both teams? You got Jake Browning for the Bengals. He's second string going up against the 1,000-string Mason Rudolph for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not seeing a lot of points get scored up in that soggy weather. Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bet this game myself. I like Cincinnati. If I'm going to bet Jake Browning over Mason Rudolph, it's pretty easy for me to decide. And I like the streak they're on right now. Cincinnati's playing good ball. They got confidence in Browning. So let's keep the streak going. Let's go to 4 wins in a row with Browning here. And Mason, I don't think he'll make a few mistakes. So I think the over might be a nice play because I think he might throw a few picks.
Right. Pick monsters, pick sixes. Going over to you, Troy, TroyWins.com. I know you're sharp on this game. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Clearly some changes going to be happening in the Steel City. The Bengals are trying to lock up that playoff spot. If they can get this win today, it's all but secured. Do you like the -3 or do you like the money line at -155? It's not an expensive price. It should be relatively easy to get. Win by one, lose by none, put the cash in your pocket. I think the Cincinnati Bengals can get it over the top today, but your thoughts?
I'm going with the home dog here. Give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers outright. Let's be real here. Jamar Chase not playing today. That's a huge hit for Cincinnati. That's Jake Browning's big target. That's the guy he goes to when he's going down. I just, with everything that's going on in Pittsburgh, Tomlin talks that he's going to be gone. Everything that happened with Pickens this week, and they're still only a 3-point dog. Lots of turmoil in Pittsburgh. Cincinnati's going to be a public bloodbath today. I like Pittsburgh outright 17-13.
He's telling you take an under in that game as well, 17-13. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning. You're all rocking it. Jumping into the last game today, the NFL game. Again, these picks are free, one of the final free pick shows of the year. Because, again, like I told you, next year, guys, when you tune in, we're going to give you all kinds of analysis, all the stats that are important to you. But if you want the answer to the game, you got to go to our website and pick up those pick packages. New inflation, new money, new season, new grease. Talking about the Buffalo Bills today, resurging in the AFC East, rotation number 455. Minus 13, huge spread on the money line, minus 800. You got to bet rent to put cash in your pocket, but they're going up against the hapless LA Chargers. These guys are out here stinking it up, getting head coaches fired. Quarterback is hurt, laying out Troy West. I'll throw this one at you. We got about 3 minutes left. Give you about a minute on this one. Chargers plus 13, plus 550. Is it a Christmas miracle in LA? Because you do have the Buffalo Bills having to fly cross country for this one after a hard-fought win this past Sunday. What say ye?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, the Bills have just looked so dang good. They go into Arrowhead, got the win. Last week, they beat up on my Cowboys. This team's on a hunt for the playoffs, and not just hunt for the playoffs. This team's on a hunt for the Super Bowl. I think they absolutely mopped the floor with the Chargers today. Give me the Bills in a big way, 42-17. I think the Bills take care of business.
Telling you to take the over. The Buffalo Bills are going to wake up and run over the electric grid out in L.A. Ron B., Las Vegas, JB the Ticket, Chief Handicapper. Do you think the Chargers have any shot today to get inside of that plus 13, or is this one going to be a snooze fest? Is anyone even going to be up at 5 p.m. to watch this one, or are they going to be switching back over to the college bowl games? Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to agree. I'm going to take Buffalo here. I think they got Josh Allen under control with the new offensive coordinator. I think the talent is going to rise to the top, and they're on a roll right now towards the Super Bowl.
Buffalo Bills, final pick of the day. Throwing this one at you, Mark Hayes. Can the Buffalo Bills get you that minus 13? Do you have to bet $800, or can you just throw $100 to get $190? Go ahead.
I'm riding with the home team. I'm riding with the away team. I think Buffalo comes in there. After what I seen the Raiders do to the Chargers last week, Chargers don't have a chance. They might get their fire.
Well, the Chargers don't have a chance, but guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by the big board today. I'll go around best pick of the day, TroyWins.com, Troy West from TroyWins.com. I'll give you the first pick. Go ahead. What's your best pick of the day?
Yeah, my pick of the day. Let's go with. I hate to do this to you guys. I'm going with the Steelers.
He's going with those Pittsburgh Steelers. He likes the dog. Go ahead.
Mike Tomlin's too good of a football coach. Give me 3. Buy this baby up to 3.5. The home dog is barking in this one, JB. Give me Pittsburgh in a close one, but I think they pull this one out.
He says they're going to pull it out in Pittsburgh as the home team. Mark Hayes, thank you so much. The Shopping Show is coming back soon after Christmas deals. Any quick shout-outs and your best pick? Go ahead.
Best pick of the day, I'm taking Buffalo. I don't think the Chargers, they're looking for a draft pick now. They're playing for draft position, so I'm taking Buffalo. 3 or maybe even 4 touchdown win.
Telling you they're going to get a blowout. Liking the over in that game. Ronnie B., Las Vegas, JBTheTicket.com, Chief Handicapper. Final big-time pick of the day. Any shout-outs, and then we'll get out of here. Got about 10 seconds left. Go ahead.
All right, JB. Everybody tune in tomorrow. I got my play of the month tomorrow. I'm going to give out on the phone here, but today I'm going to take the Duke Blue Devils plus the 7.5 or 7, whichever you can get.
Guys, so great to have you on the show and so great to be talking to you here in Las Vegas, but I got to get out of here. Thank you so much for stopping by the big board. All you guys again, Ronnie B., Las Vegas, Troy Wins from TroyWins.com, and of course Mark Hayes from KSHP getting ready to drop the grease on you. So again, have a happy holiday season, clog up the stores, make some retail, help people make some cash, and guys, pick up some packages from jbtheticket.com. So when we come back tomorrow, full NFL slate on the day, and my pick of the day is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with that road crusher. I'm telling you, just take Cincinnati, win by 1, lose by none. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's get the money.
You're listening to the Ball.